welcome to the 6 o'clock news on Saturday the 19th of August, and I'm joining you live from the heart of Wyke, Regis. And in the news this week, a new discharge lounge has opened at Dorset County Hospital. Dorset County Hospital secured a £2 million grant from NHS England as part of plans to expand hospital discharge lounges and ambulance hubs across the country. Discharge lounges are dedicated areas for patients who are waiting for their medication or transport once they have been medically discharged and fit to leave the hospital for home. The funding was used to install a single-storey modular building in front of North Wing Entrance 2 that was pre-made and assembled on site. Now to be known as the Portersham unit, the new building provides a much larger purpose-built space for patients to stay while they are waiting to be discharged, freeing up inpatient beds in the meantime for patients who need to be admitted. It also includes additional flexible clinical space with side rooms and bed bays to be used by other hospital services. Open from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m, the discharge lounge has comfortable seating, recliner chairs, beds and refreshment facilities. The discharge lounge team can carry out final tests and tasks, plus help link families up with local voluntary support for patients as they return home. Landscaping and road surfacing work are still being carried out around the outside of the new building, which will include dedicated parking bays for those collecting a patient from the discharge lounge. In the meantime, patients, staff and visitors can access the new building via North Wing Entrance 1, and anyone collecting a patient should park in the drop-off area between North Wing Entrance 1 and South Wing Entrance 1. Temporary parking bays have been assigned for those collecting patients waiting to be discharged. Now, over recent weeks, a smell of sewage has been a common feature in Wyke Regis. Stop the Stink posters have appeared on some lampposts in Walker Crescent area of Wyke Regis. The smell is extended for quite a distance and can frequently be smelt in Westhill Road and High Street and further afield. But in Walker Crescent area, residents have been moaning that they can't even open their windows as the smell is so bad. Problems started after a power failure at the Walker Crescent sewage treatment plant back in July, and ever since the plant has been functioning on backup power generators. A spokesperson for Wessex Water denied that there had been any pollution in the area, saying that the facility is operating as normal and they are using an odour management plan to combat the smells. They commented further, "Unfortunately, our Weymouth Water Recycling Centre has suffered a third-party power outage, which means we are currently using standby generators to maintain customer sewerage services. This site is operating as normal and complies with all permits, along with an odour management plan which is being followed. There has been no interruption to customers, water or sewerage services. Residents will notice an increase in activity on site as we work with the electricity distribution company to resolve the problem as quickly as possible." A draft neighbourhood plan has been published for Weymouth. The headlines in the plan say Weymouth needs more affordable housing. Where should that be? And what benefits can development bring for Weymouth residents? These are just some of the important questions that the Weymouth Town Council need help from people who live in the area to find out answers to and feed into the neighbourhood plan for Weymouth. Events will be taking place at various locations across Weymouth in the coming weeks that will give residents the opportunity to go along and find out what the neighbourhood plan is and what a neighbourhood plan is, why it's important to have one, and how people can have a say on the draft plan. Now, drop-in events are going to take place at various locations, and each one will be from 3:30 to 6:30. The first one is this coming Monday, the 21st of August, at the Waverley Community Centre on Abbotsbury Road. Then on Wednesday, the 23rd of August, at the Redlands Community Sports Hub. Then Thursday, the 24th of August, at the Wellworthy Sports and Social Club in Wyke Regis. And Friday, the 25th of August, at Preston Village Hall. Now, more information about this is on the Weymouth Town Council website. There will also be a public meeting on Tuesday the 29th of August at Weymouth Town Council Chamber, the new town hall, and that will be from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. and the meeting is open to anyone who wants to attend. Now, if you search for Weymouth Town Council Neighbourhood Plan on Google, you will go right to the relevant part of the Weymouth Town Council website to look at the draft neighbourhood plan and to get details of those consultation events. Emergency services attended reports of a sudden death in William Street on Thursday night this week at 9:42 in the evening. Dorset Police said they received a report of a sudden death of a person at home in the road on Thursday the 17th of August. The death is not being treated as suspicious. They said that paramedics from South Western Ambulance Service also attended the scene. A police spokesman said officers attended with the ambulance service and carried out inquiries on the scene. The death is not being treated as suspicious and the coroner has been notified. The next of kin have not yet been identified and inquiries are ongoing to identify them. Now, Dorset's young people are being thanked for their hard work and commitment in the run-up to this year's exams. Students received their A-level and functional skill BTECs and Level 3 qualification results on Thursday this week, and students will receive their GCSEs the coming week on the 24th of August. Councillor Byron Quell, a Dorset Council's portfolio holder for children, education, skills and early help, said, "I wish all our students good luck for their exam results. They should all be proud of their achievements and I thank them for all their hard work. Thanks also go to all our teachers and families of anyone who has supported their young people through recent years of learning and exams this summer. They have played a big part in making sure our young people have the success they deserve. I know that some of our young people may feel worried if things haven't worked out as planned or hoped for, but I say to them, please do not despair. There are many different routes to further education and employment with training and support out there. From further education to apprenticeships, working and training, there is a wealth of support to help you choose what is right for you. If you are unsure of your next steps, take a look at the Dorset Council web pages and take advice from the groups that are out there to help you." Now, there's quite a few sources of help for those that have taken their exams and maybe not got the results that they wanted. One is dorsetcouncil.gov.uk/where-next. There's another one for career information, and that's careerpilot.org.uk. You can also search for Dorset Flying Start. That's another website you can go to. And you can also search for the Amazing Apprenticeships website. Students can also get direct help and direct access to expert advisor via web chat on the National Careers Service or by phoning free phone 0800 100 900, that's 0800 100 900, from 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening on weekdays and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. That's if you're worried about what to do next if exam results weren't quite as you wanted them. The National Careers Service is there to help. Free phone 0800 100 900 or search for web chat at National Careers Service and you can talk to them online as well. Now, volunteers and clergy from Dorchester and surrounding areas will be looking after the Churches Together in Dorchester marquee at next month's Dorset County Show. The marquee, which is at Avenue 7, will be hosting the baby changing and feeding facilities, godly play, storytelling for all ages, hands-on eco-display, craft activities, games, a rural information stand and refreshments. The Bishop of Sherborne, the Reverend Karen Gorham, and Salvation Army Major Anne Reid are leading a traditional harvest festival service on Sunday at 11 a.m. at the sheep shearing stand. That'll be behind the church marquee. There will be a retiring collection for Dorset Food Bank. Peter Jenner, children and families worker for Dorset South and West Methodist Circuit, said, "Everyone is welcome. We've got a really exciting range of activities for all of the families, so do head down to the marquee. You will be really welcome." That's at next month's Dorset County Show. Now, Dorset Council is looking for people who would be willing to foster or provide supported lodgings for unaccompanied children and young people. Unaccompanied children are children and young people who have had to leave their home and country and have been separated from their parents or carers. In Dorset, unaccompanied children are cared for by the local authority as children in care. Along with other authorities, Dorset Council have a responsibility to provide a warm welcome and kindness to ensure children have a safe and nurturing home where they can thrive. A large number of young people have travelled for many months before arriving in the UK. Many have experienced difficult and traumatic living circumstances, been separated from their families and friends, and are not having their basic needs being met. Now, you can find out more about providing a home for an unaccompanied child or young person by emailing fostering inquiries, that's fostering inquiries, at dorsetcouncil.gov.uk. Weymouth Town Council's annual summer season fireworks are proving to be as popular as ever, with large numbers of people expected to attend the displays throughout the rest of August. Now, the Pineapple Project, with the help of Weymouth Town Council, has provided a pop-up safe space at the firework nights where young women can access support and guidance, be listened to, seek help if needed, and even charge their phones or get a snack. Launched in November 2022 by Dorset Council, the Pineapple Project has been working closely with local businesses and recruiting community guardians to offer safeguarding for young women in Weymouth and Portland when they are outside of their homes. During these evening events, the Pineapple Project also ensures that young people have a safe route home by checking in with them and liaising with other safety partners if needed. The Pineapple Project's mantra is that all young women should feel safe in the communities where they live. All young women should be given the opportunity to understand their right to safety, and all young women should be able to seek the right support at the right time. This initiative was set up in response to local young women sharing that they had sometimes felt unsafe due to exploitation, peer-on-peer abuse, sexual assault, or inappropriate behaviour. The project has so far recruited guardians in spaces including retail, hospitality, fast food outlets, beauty establishments and community hubs, and it's continuously looking to expand the network of individuals and businesses. Now, if you are interested and would like to get involved and offer support to those that need the Pineapple Project, then you can email thepineappleproject@dorsetcouncil.gov.uk. That's thepineappleproject@dorsetcouncil.gov.uk, or you can phone on 01305 762 400, 01305 762 400. Now, a charity-run boat offering voyages to people living with disability and to those who use wheelchairs is looking for volunteer skippers. The MV Freedom runs day trips out of Weymouth on a purpose-built 10-metre motor catamaran, and you can see it there on the screen. Additional skippers are needed to join the team and provide access to the sea for people living with disability. The vessel can take up to 12 passengers, including carers and wheelchair users, and carries out seasonal daily 2-hour sailings to view the Jurassic Coast. Anyone who is interested and holds a commercially endorsed RYA Coastal or RYA Advanced Powerboat qualification should contact Steve at secretary@mvfreedom.org. That's contact Steve at secretary@mvfreedom.org, or telephone number 077 72151. That's 077 72151 for more information. Now, visitors are invited to an immersive photography experience in which images captured by a local photographer will be on display, and they'll be projected onto a giant screen accompanied by beautiful music and nature soundtrack. The exhibition of the work of Trevor Parsons will take place at Dorchester Corn Exchange on Wednesday, September the 6th between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m, and it's hosted by Dorchester Arts. Trevor's passion for photography helped him through 2 mental breakdowns, and he has now dedicated himself to telling his story and trying to help others. An exhibition of his work is also on display at Dorset Museum until late October, alongside the Wildlife Photographer of the Year exhibition. So that's at the Corn Exchange, Wednesday, September the 6th, between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. A popular summer fete promises family fun, attractions, entertainment, games and more when it returns. Weldmore Hospice Care's summer fete will be held on Saturday, September the 9th, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Weldmar Hospice Care Inpatient Unit at Herringston Road, Dorchester. There will be live performances throughout the day, stalls and games to enjoy, including the popular Nurses stall. There will also be a silent auction with lots of amazing items and experiences to bid on, promoters say. HSBC UK will once again sponsor the fete, and First Bus will be supplying a free shuttle service between Fairfield Car Park and the hospice. That's Saturday, September the 9th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Weldmar Hospice Care in Herringston Road, Dorchester. And finally, in our headlines tonight, locomotive 45596 Bahamas pulled into Weymouth train station on Thursday this week in a Dorset Coast Express tour. It was a real treat for rail enthusiasts who have been enjoying the frequent visits of seaside special steam trains over the summer season. Passengers boarded Bahamas at London Victoria, Staines, Woking, Basingstoke and Bournemouth on the way to Weymouth. It left the resort late in the afternoon and passengers enjoyed a gourmet dinner upon the return. Bahamas is a London, Midland and Scottish Railway Jubilee class, and in May 1961 was under the ownership of British Railways. In July 1966, Bahamas was withdrawn from traffic. A preservation society was founded and raised the money to purchase it from British Rail to prevent it from being scrapped. And as you know, we often see these steam train excursions coming to Weymouth, and they do draw quite a crowd, and they are very, very popular. So watch out to see if there's any more coming over the rest of this summer. That's the end of our headlines tonight. Now, on previous programmes, we have had videos from Regis fossils and the Etches Collection Fossil Museum from Kimmeridge. Fossils are something here on the Jurassic Coast that we are known for worldwide. And some of the best fossil collecting places in the world are along the Jurassic Coast. I therefore thought you might be interested to hear of a fossil show that is coming up soon. So we caught up with Phil James from the Southampton Mineral and Fossil Society at the Etches Collection in Kimmeridge to learn all about the Hampshire Mineral and Fossil Show, which is coming up very, very soon.
The Hampshire Mineral and Fossil Show, which is now in its 31st year, is an annual show that we hold at the Lyndhurst Community Centre in the middle of the New Forest. This year it's on the 2nd of September. It's a fantastic show with a main hall with 41 tables of people selling minerals, fossils, rocks, and a small exhibition hall in which the Etches collection will be there, along with Dinosaur Isle from the Isle of Wight, Southampton University looking at the new Spinosaur discoveries, Dorset geologists and Portsmouth University. I'm the principal organiser of the show, Ash. Many members come along on the day to help, of course, but it's organised by the Southampton Mineral and Fossil Society, which is a local group that's now been running since 1971. So we're in our 52nd year, and as chairman I've been a member for the last 43 years. It's a fantastic group. We've got currently 55 members of all sorts of interests: fossils, minerals, rocks, and a great range of specialisms and interests. Anyone with an interest in fossils and minerals, and dinosaurs in particular, because the theme in our exhibition hall this year is really about dinosaurs, would find it an absolutely fantastic day out. Not just with the possibility of coming along to buy something, but also looking at all the special interest groups we've got coming along, including the Etches collection, be able to interact with all the different exhibitors. You could bring your own fossils and minerals along. There'll be people there that will help identify those. And it would just be a great day out. And of course it's in Lyndhurst, New Forest town, with lots of other things that you can do as well as the show.
There we go. That is the Hampshire Minerals and Fossil Show. Now that's on Saturday the 2nd of September. And if you want to learn more, they have got a website for the fossil show, and you can go to www.southampton www.sotonminfoss, sotonminfoss.org.uk. That's www.sotonminfoss.org.uk. You can find out more there about the Fossil Society and Fossil Group, and obviously the show as well. Now, we were hearing about Weldmar Hospice Care's fate in the headlines tonight, and Weldmar Hospice Care in Dorchester is something that we hope that we will never need, but many families are grateful for the hospice when a loved one becomes difficult to care for at home when they are unfortunately suffering from cancer and other serious illnesses. Now, the hospice relies heavily on donations and fundraising to keep operational and cover its costs. In fact, they need to raise, believe it, a whopping £26,000 a day to keep going. Yes, £26,000 a day to keep going. So they're obviously very keen that people fundraise and support the efforts of the hospice, and really every little bit helps. So they've produced a short video showing lots of different ways that anyone who wants to support Weldmar Hospice Care can raise funds, and it's a short but very informative video saying how we can fundraise for Weldmar Hospice Care, and I'm going to share that with you now. There we go, and as it said there right at the end of the video, the Weldmar Hospice Care fundraising team are there to help you. So whatever you decide to do to support Weldmar, they will help you achieve your goals and targets. And as it says, they'll help you with posters and all sorts of other support and information. And you can find out more information about how to contact the fundraising team at www.weldmarhospicecare.org/supporters. So www.weldmarhospicecare.org/supporters. And as we say, every single fundraising activity and every bit of fundraising helps keep the hospice going for the benefit of everybody across the area. Now it's that time in the programme where we go over to regular contributor Andrew Wright for this week's film review and preview.
Welcome to Wyke Regis TV film review and preview. I'm Andrew Wright. This weekend, DC's Blue Beetle releases in cinemas. The film is the 14th film in the DC Extended Universe and stars Cobra Kai actor Xolo Mariduena as Jamie Reyes, a recent college graduate who becomes a symbiotic host to the Scarab, an ancient alien biotech weapon that grants him a powerful exoskeleton armor, turning him into the superhero Blue Beetle. The film notably has actors Susan Sarandon and George Lopez in it, as well as a range of Latinx and Latin American actors in it, this being the first Latin American-led superhero film, I believe. Yeah. The film currently has 82% positive reviews from critics who praised the lead actor's performance, as well as its humour and heart. But when I saw the trailer, I criticised it for its lack of originality and moments that are literally stolen from other superhero movies like Iron Man and Spider-Man Homecoming. It's been confirmed by producers that this iteration of Blue Beetle will have a place in the upcoming rebooted DC universe from James Gunn, and plans are most likely going to move forward once the dual strikes have concluded, which the Writers Guild are currently in renegotiations at this time. Blue Beetle is in cinemas this weekend, courtesy of Warner Brothers Discovery. This morning of recording this, I did hear a very good review for it, so that's a bit more optimistic for me. Last week, Gal Gadot's new action film, Heart of Stone, released on Netflix. The film stars Gal Gadot as Rachel Stone, a top-secret international spy who goes on a dangerous mission to protect a mysterious artificial intelligence system known as the Heart. The film is directed by British director Tom Harper and also stars actors Jamie Dornan, Sophie Okonedo, Alia Bhatt, and Matthias Schweighöfer. Now, critics and audiences alike have been giving this film negative reviews, and I'm one of those people. I thought it had a good visual look, and it was an interesting idea, and definitely worthy of a franchise, but the script just lacked a decent structure. The actors had no energy in their performances. Like they might as well have just been reading blankly words off a page. And this is the film that made me realize that Gal Gadot, most famous for her roles in Wonder Woman and Netflix's Red Notice, she has no range of ability as an actor. She pretty much just plays every role all the exact same way. I gave this film 2.5 stars out of 5. It's currently streaming now on Netflix. That's all I have for this week, but be sure to check back next week where I will talk about Netflix's live-action One Piece adaptation. Now back to Gary in the studio.
Thank you very much there, Andrew, for that. We'll be back with Andrew next week. It's time in the programme now to see what the weather has in store for us this weekend. And we go to the Met Office for the UK forecast this week, presented by Greg Dewhurst. Here we go.
Hello there. Storm Betty is starting to ease now, brought some heavy rain and strong winds across the country over the last 12 hours or so. And we can see on the bigger picture, it's still nearby, so still bringing some quite strong winds across the northwest of the UK. But as we move through the weekend, high pressure trying to build in from the south, so really starting to settle things down. So looking at the picture for the rest of the day, and it's a bright picture across much of England and Wales. There'll be a fair amount of cloud, but some sunny spells breaking through, 1 or 2 light showers, but most places dry. Staying quite windy across northwestern parts of the UK, around the coast of Northern Ireland, northwest Scotland in particular. Particularly across Scotland, we still have the risk of some more persistent rain here, but most places dry with some sunny spells developing. And temperatures in the sunshine starting to lift, 24, 25, possibly 26 Celsius towards the far southeast. A little cooler towards the northwest where it is still breezy, highs generally around 20 or 21 degrees. As we move through the evening time, a fine end to the day for many before dusk, and then clear spells developing as we head into the early hours. It still remains fairly brisk around northwestern coast, but generally overall, most places dry, 1 or 2 showers possible, and despite the clear skies, temperatures will remain in double figures, 14, 15, 16 Celsius. Another fairly warm start to Sunday morning, but lighter winds Sunday morning compared to Saturday. Sunny spells across much of the country, though showers will start to develop as we move through the morning and then into the afternoon, just become a little bit more widespread. But lots of places will stay dry. The showers most frequent across the far northwest of the country, 1 or 2 of them heavy, but generally winds overall a little bit breezy towards the northwest, but lighter compared to Saturday. And temperatures fairly similar as well, reaching the mid-20s towards the southeast, the low 20s further north and west. So overall, a fine end to Sunday as well. Some sunny spells ahead of dusk and then turning quite clear as we head into the early hours. The low pressure system just starting to creep a little further into the far northwest, which will start bringing some showery rain to the beginning of the new working week across the northern parts of the UK. Further south and east with high pressure nearby, it will be dry with plenty of sunny spells and fairly warm as well, though just as the week goes on, temperatures just start to slide a little. If you'd like more information on the weather where you are for the next few days, you can follow us on our social media channels. See you again soon.
Thank you very much there, Greg, for the national weather forecast. And looking at the week ahead down here on the south coast, what have we got this week? Well, here we go. We have sunshine, we have a bit of cloud, we have some rain tomorrow and Monday according to my chart, and again on Thursday. But otherwise it looks to be sunny spells and relatively warm. So let's hope that's what we get this week down here on the south coast. Right, moving to the What's On section, coming up at Weymouth Pavilion, 20th of August this week, in fact tomorrow, Fireman Sam. 25th of August, Hits Out of Hell, the Meat Loaf Songbook. 26th of August, Robbie Williams tribute. 27th of August, Back to Bacharach, the best of Burt Bacharach. 1st of September, Calling Planet Earth, that's 80s pop music artist. 2nd of September, Lipstick on Your Collar, that's 50s and 60s music. And 8th of September, This Is Elvis. I guess you can guess what that is. Now, there's lots more things happening at Weymouth Pavilion. I've just picked a selection there. More information is available online at weymouthpavilion.com, where you can also buy tickets, or you can buy tickets from the over the telephone from the box office direct on 01305 783 225. Coming up at the Noth Fort, 26th of August, Fort Fest, open air concert of local bands. 1st of September, artillery. There might be supposed to be the 10th of September. I've got a 1 and a little 0. So it's either the 1st of September or the 10th of September. Artillery display team. I will correct that for next week. 24th of September, Pause for Thought, the dog show. 1st of October, Family Science Festival. 7th to 8th of October, Pirate Weekend. More information on all of that on the Noth Fort website, nothfort.org.uk. Now turning to Arts Reach. 22nd of August, 7 p.m, The Jabberwocky and Other Nonsense by Cav 2K Theatre at Fontwell Magna. And if you don't want to go as far as Fontwell Magna, Dorchester Arts have got the same show this week in Dorchester at Maunbury Rings on Wednesday the 23rd at 6 o'clock. So you can either go to Arts Reach website, or you can go to Dorchester Arts website. You've got a choice of Tuesday or Wednesday for the Jabberwocky and Other Nonsense. Now, there will be a summer art showcase. The Artway Summer Exhibition at Weymouth Baptist Church starts today and runs through to the 28th. Open daily from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Entry is via Custom House Key, and there will be 25 local artists with their work on display. Turning to church services, tomorrow 9:30 at All Saints Church, Wyke, Regis, and 11 o'clock at St Edmund's Church, Weymouth. Other programmes are on this channel. A Year Gardening with Clive Gray, the mid-August edition, will go out tomorrow at 4 p.m. and will be repeated on Friday at 7 p.m. And of course our weekly Saturday evening quiz will be on this evening at 7:30. In just under sort of 50 minutes or 55 minutes. The stream will go live about 7:15, so you can be sitting comfortably ready to start promptly at 7:30. That is free. It's designed to be family friendly, community friendly for everyone, and all are welcome to join. Now that brings us to the end of another programme. Hope you have a good weekend ahead and the rest of this week, and the weather isn't too bad. If you have any news or fundraising activities or events coming up, do drop us a line at news@wykeregis.tv so that we can share it with people next week. And if not, I hope you have a good weekend, a good week ahead, and I look forward to being back with you next Saturday at 6 o'clock. Good night.